Well, this is a video I never expected to be making. Recently a question arose as how to prevent a camera strap from slipping through the tri-guide buckle. And several answers were provided from different people as how you should properly lace the buckle, along with pictures from owner's manuals and even links to videos as how to do it correctly and what's incorrect. Now, I never knew there was a right or wrong way to attach a camera strap. Back in the day, there were no pictures in the manuals on how to use a camera strap. And if there was instructions, I never really paid attention because I already knew how to attach a tri-guide buckle so it's most secure. And apparently not many other people do, because no one else mentioned the method that I use. Now, I should first say that any of the ways recommended in any owner's manual is probably fine, which means all of them. It's because when there's just attached to a D-ring or the little triangle ring on a camera, there's no real leverage, and when you pull, you're pulling on a static end that can't move, and so most of the force is just not in a manner that's going to make this slide. And this is attached in the old-fashioned way, where you just lace it up from the front, which no manual recommends currently. But you can't really get any leverage on this to cause it to slip. To get it to slip, you have to get more leverage on the loose end, and then it will move. Now, the more height or irregularity there is to the attachment point, the more likely it is able to get some leverage and pinch and cause it to slip, such as this. That was what was happening in the user's case. He was attaching the strap to a camera carry mount, kind of like a cotton carrier or Peak Design capture thing. It was neither of those, but it's similar to that. And the irregularity here allowed it to provide some leverage on the loose end and cause it to slip. So early on, it was very common to lace the buckle this way, just because it made sense. It's easy, simple, no contortions. You just run the label through the buckle, through the camera loop, and then back through the buckle. And it's perfectly fine. And just to make this demonstration as unbiased as possible, I made this little gadget here, and we're going to use a luggage scale. So again, this is the old-fashioned way that nobody uses anymore. It's just wrong. And I'm going to get on here and pull, and we're 25, 27 pounds exceeding, and it's not moving. So as I said, to get it to move, we have to have unequal pressure. So here's the old-fashioned way. This is Canon's way. Here's the old-fashioned way. And we're going to watch what happens when I apply the pressure right here at the buckle on one side, and it's slipping at, oh, it's on a hold. Alright, so it's slipping at just over, right around 2 pounds, between 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. It's sliding. Then Canon came up with a better way. They're going to lace it through the back. So this is a little more contorted. You have to finagle the tail end back through under itself and get it all snugged up that way. And this is actually a little worse, because here the loose end is sliding against 2 bars, which is why the buckle tends to move with the tail, with the free end, until it gets to the end and locks up. this. Instead, here the free end is sliding against one bar. Now, Canon did add serrations to this bar, center bar, in order to help try to make it, to negate the fact that it's actually going to slip easier. And to show that, okay, we'll go ahead and pull, and we are slipping at about 1 pound. But you'll notice it doesn't get heavy until the tail is about to leave the strap, because it's only sliding against one bar and the 2 bars is against the fixed side. The strap tends to slide, should just hit the tear button, tends to slide through and come loose. So Canon's way is actually worse than the original way when unevenly loaded. And then, in all the wisdom, Nikon got even smarter and made an even worse way. So instead, I'm going to lace this buckle up from the other direction. Like so. So the little tail's on the inside. And now, it's going to slide even easier. Because what happens is, as the tail's being pulled, it's actually rolling the buckle down itself. So you'll see the buckle slides down with the tail, and as it slips through, I'll do that again, and we'll see exactly what kind of resistance it shows as it slips. 0.6, 0.8, 0.8, until it gets to the end, pops off. So 0.8, 0.86 at the highest. So now we're up to the method I use. Going back to the original method that nobody recommends anymore. We simply take the tail end and go back over itself and through the buckle. See, on a climbing saddle, a tri-glide buckle is called a back buckle or a flat buckle. And for a climbing saddle to be secure, so you can, when your life depends on it, you have to back lace it like that. So it's basically the original simple front lace through, back over, through, and then to finish we take the tail and wrap it back through the buckle. So now, no matter what you do, as it slides down, it comes to that end and it cannot, no matter what, slip. I'm at 40 pounds and it has not moved once it gets to the end. It cannot move, and you've created an additional bend where it's back laced over itself, and it is just so much more secure. And as a bonus, you can actually use this as an adjustment for length. You simply slide the buckle with the captive tail. Now I got a hold of it. Simply just slide the buckle with the captive tail up and down to adjust for the length, and it is completely secure. No matter where you place it, it's secure. And if it does slide, it only gets to the end where it locks up. I've taken the Minolta diagram using the original method of lacing a Tri-Glide buckle, and I've modified it to show the back lace technique. So if for any reason you are having issues with the camera strap Tri-Glide buckle becoming unsecure, or you want to have the ability to adjust strap length, you can use the back lacing method. And by the way, the Tri-Glide buckles are ubiquitous on straps of multiple types, and the back lacing method can be useful in a lot of different situations.